Mallory Riess, and today I'm going to show you how to make an easy DIY deodorant. Super easy. Most of these products should already be in your home. All you're going to need is baking soda, cornstarch or arrowroot powder, coconut oil, and Young Living Citrus Fresh essential oil blend. Well, let's get started. So get all of those ingredients. If you don't already have them, pause the video. You will also need a measuring cup and a small pan. Really easy. We are going to get about a tablespoon and a half of coconut oil. And just take your coconut oil, let it fall right into the pan, turn the heat on, and all we're really going to do here is melt the coconut oil. That's all we're trying to do. We don't need to get it super hot, just hot enough to where all the coconut oil will melt. So you can give it a little stir, kind of help encourage it to melt. While that's melting, let's talk a little bit about deodorants. So a lot of our deodorants out there on the market have aluminum in them. And if you start to look up aluminum, the body actually will bioaccumulate aluminum and it can be very toxic. It has been linked to neurological things, even different types of cancer. If you think about it, when we put deodorant on, it's very close to those lymph nodes. So who really knows? So, you know, there's a little bit of aluminum in everything. So we get enough aluminum in our bodies just by living and existing in this world. We really don't need to add more. And this is so easy to make. You have no need to even buy aluminum in the store, deodorant in the store. Okay, so my coconut oil is nice and melted. So what I'm gonna do is then take, so we need 3 tablespoons of arrowroot powder or cornstarch. Either one will work. You can throw that right in the pan. Super, super easy. And then you're gonna need 1 tablespoon of baking soda. I like the ratio of arrowroot powder being greater than that of the baking soda. It just works better for my body. Baking soda is a detoxifier. Now, when you start mixing this, it's going to get into a very thick paste. If you notice, you might need a little more coconut oil. That's no problem. As you can see, mine, I didn't use quite enough coconut oil, so I'm going to put a little bit more in there. It's very easy to do. So I'm just going to grab my big tub of coconut oil. I leave a little spoon in there. I'm not a huge measurer. I'm probably going to add about another tablespoon of coconut oil there. Just going to turn the heat on again. Very gentle, very low. Just enough for me to get everything to mix together. And then I'm going to get a nice paste. So now I may have added just a dash too much coconut oil, but that's okay. I'm going to turn the heat off. And I just stir it until I have a nice pasty consistency. It will harden up once the coconut oil cools. So as you can see right here, I have a really nice kind of pasty consistency. So that's what we're looking for. So now what I'm going to do is I am actually going to pour it in. I have just one of those smaller mason jars that I reuse. And I'm going to put my little mixture right in the mason jar. And then I'm going to let it cool. After it's nice and in the mason jar, I'm going to let it cool a little bit before I add the Citrus Fresh essential oil. I really like using Citrus Fresh. You can really use any essential oil that you would like, but Young Living Citrus Fresh, I've noticed, really helps to keep the odor in the pits under control. Okay, so I have all of that in there. Again, I'm gonna let it cool. We don't wanna add the oils right when everything's still really hot. It'll compromise the integrity of the oil and the healing properties behind the oil. So we wanna wait for everything to cool before we add the oil. So I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes and then I will be right back with you and I'll show you how we add our oil. All right, we are back. It's been 10 minutes. And we are gonna now add our Citrus Fresh essential oil. Again, Citrus Fresh from Young Living is my favorite essential oil to use. My other favorite is Purification. Both of those are great odor eliminators, and that's exactly what we're doing when we're trying to put deodorant on our arms, right? So grabbing your Citrus Fresh, I like to add about 10 drops. 10 to 20. Depending on how I'm feeling. I like having a nice aroma, a nice strong aroma. Now, if you aren't into having such a strong aroma, you don't have to. You can add less. Now I'm looking for my stir stick. So I just use a chopstick as my stir stick. You do not want to use plastic. Remember, we're trying to detox the home and our personal care products. So using wood or metal to stir, whatever little stirring utensil you want to use, make sure it's nice and stirred. And then you're just gonna let it sit and cool the rest of the way off. This is still a little warm, not as warm as it was originally, but you're just gonna let it cool. And once it's done cooling, then you can put the lid on. I don't recommend putting the lid on until after your deodorant has cooled, but once it has, you can put the lid on and you are good to go. So how I usually use this is I'll give you a demonstration right now. I just take a little bit, it's usually a little bit thicker once it's cooled off more, and then I just literally rub it right on the pits there. It's that easy. You just take a little bit, rub, and you are good to go. This lasts me all day long. If you struggle with natural deodorants, I do recommend an armpit detox that you can do with bentonite clay. I will add more posts later on. Maybe I'll even take you through a personal pit detox. If you have any questions, always feel to reach out to me. You can leave a comment. You can email me at mal.theoilyyogi@gmail.com. You can visit my website, theoilyyogi.com. I'm here for you. All right, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.